Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would give you a walk around of our John Deere 800 Swather. This unit is a true survivor. It's fairly old, not exactly sure how old it is. It has the Chrysler Slant 6 Industrial. They put these in a lot of machines, including the Massey Ferguson 300 combine. It has a Chrysler Slant 6 as well. We just got this unit running again. You can see we put an inline fuel shutoff and a new lifting pump here. We were really having some issues with it, and a neighbor helped us get this one purring like a kitten. This has a 12-foot table on it with draper belts. And it has the miniature tractor tires as well. Very dry, cracked, and old. But again, just like I said in the international Swather video, you run them till they blow. Run them till they give you a problem. We're just getting ready to put this unit into storage. It's been cleaned up, greased. I'm going to put some sea foam in the fuel tank because we only use these like once every other year, give or take. Look at the old belts here. I personally changed all the guards and sickles on this. And I love to see those old belts with the wooden slats on them still. It's kind of awesome. Just a second, I'm going to get up on the machine, fire it up, kind of show you the workings of it. There's quite a bit of voodoo that happens underneath of the machine to make it go. This is not a hydrostatic unit. This uses a large traction drive belt, a variable ratio pulley, and 2 tillers. So it kind of steers like a tank, and it uses a steering wheel. A very, very interesting machine. And I will be honest, driving downhill is kind of sketchy with it. I see the serial tag here. Hopefully you guys could date it for me. There's a look at the serial tag. You can pause the video. Comment below how old it is. I would love to know. I was actually mistaken. This is the serial number for the header here, the draper header. And here is the machine serial number. 475786, I believe. You guys can probably see better than I can. Let's get up on top of the machine, get her fired up, give you a look at the operator's platform. I have crawled up on the machine. You can see there is a lot going on up here. This is definitely a 4-armed show when you're driving this. We have our fuel tank here, hydraulic reservoir there, brand new fuel line because we were having some issues with fuel delivery, as I talked about earlier. I, years ago, built this battery box. The old battery used to set down in there. You had to take this shield off. It's kind of a nightmare. So we did away with that, moved it out where you can actually work on the thing. Like I said, this is a Slant 6 Chrysler inline fuel filter there, as you can see. And here, right here, and right here is our variable ratio pulley. That is controlled right here. This is your forward speed control right here. These are your hard turn tillers right here. If you pull one back, the wheel starts turning in reverse. If you let it slide forward, it goes forward. Same for this side. Then you make fine adjustments with the steering wheel. Like I said, going downhill is kind of sketch level 10 because you're relying on an actual clutch, and you can kind of feel the machine start shimmying, and you start making fine adjustments as you slide down the hill. This is the header engagement lever. We have a return spring missing on this, so we just quickly did the rubber strap trick. It's only temporary unless it works, of course. Let's fire the machine up. Like I said, our neighbor really has this engine running sweet. He does everything, brings out the timing light, things of that nature. We have a choke right here throttle. Just really works well. Like I said, here is your speed control. This, bear with me guys, I've got to engage one wheel at a time, so we're going to start spinning in a circle. There you can see that wheel is engaged. This one's crawling along. Now I will engage this wheel. Now the machine is crawling along. Now, if I were cutting and swathing things, I would make fine adjustments with the steering wheel. That only turns so far. Now I am very gently turning to the left. I'll max the steering wheel out. Excuse me, turning to the right. Now I will max the steering wheel out to the left. Very gently turning to the left. Gonna do a 180-degree turn. This machine is kind of crazy to drive. So awkward. We have our platform up and down right here with your feet. We're already all the way up. And we have our reel up and down. Here you will see I will increase my speed with our variable ratio pulley here. I'll throttle up just a little bit. And it will seem as if I'm flying through the field, but in actuality, it only goes about 4 to 6 miles per hour. These machines were notoriously slow. And my other neighbor, who has borrowed this machine and has one of his own now, he bought from me, he actually has a homemade Swather trailer, so you can actually transport these machines rather quickly, because they are terrible to road to the field if you have any amount of distance between fields. Now we're in the slowest speed possible. It's kind of an interesting machine all the way around. I'm going to go ahead and engage it and cut a small windrow. I'm going to go ahead and engage the unit using my foot. This machine is really incredible, guys. Pardon the squeak. I've got a sickle section making noise. Go ahead and set our speed. Again, pardon me, I've got to engage one tire side at a time. Go ahead and drop down the platform. Turn around. Got down our header now. Like I said, the return spring, this will start to engage itself. Our return spring needs a little bit of attention. Let's get off and look at what we did. There's a lot going on up here, guys. I know I've already said that before. Here you can see what we clipped. This was a little low here, but then I started to get into some nice grass here. Does a really nice job. Might have been driving a little bit too fast. I see some of it's pushed forward and not clipped, but it's just a quick demonstration video. Like I said in the previous video, I really don't have too much green on the place, but this John Deere 800 Swather just kind of has a kind place in Charles and I's hearts. It just works really, really well. It's small, lightweight, gets around well with the dual tires, and we like it. So we keep it and the International around for when we have sappy crops such as buckwheat, rye, hairy vetch, things of that nature. We have cut straw with it, cut some wheat with it once in a while, things of that nature. We keep them around, like I said, when we have problem crops. Do a final walk around of it. Just an awesome old survivor. Get in close to the old slant 6, you can hear it purr. My neighbor really did an awesome job on this. Thank you, Dave. I know enough to be dangerous, but he really gets into them. Uses a timing light, everything. Here you can see my hauling setup. It's kind of a little crude, and it does involve a forklift, but fortunately we have one of those just about at every facility. Pardon the dog barking in the background. I'm going to put the hazards on, mosey up to the storage facility we own at about, I don't know, 15, 20 mile an hour perhaps. See how it fares. But for now, let's get rolling. We made it safe and sound to our destination. Got to pop our chains off, take the straps off. Charles is already working on that on the opposite side. We'll get this unloaded. I'd like to thank everybody for coming along on the adventure. We'll see you guys next time.